Okay. Good evening, Nigerians. Good evening, viewers all over the world. I'm so excited to be here again today. This is Blessing Titiloye, all the way from Lagos State, Nigeria. And it's a privilege to have our mommy in the house and Mr. Bayonle, our mommy, the Tutor General and Permanent Secretary of Education District 2, in person of our mommy Anike Adekanye. Mommy,
good evening, viewers all over the world. Nice to meet you.
She's still, mommy, can you say hi to everyone all over the world?
Today.
Okay.
Hi.
Mr. Bayonle, we welcome you. And I want to say happy day to everyone, all our viewers all over the world. It's a great day. And today, we're having a beautiful
network issue. No, from a Blessing. Okay. It's not from me.
I'm sure she will join us shortly.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I believe you can all hear me. I welcome all our viewers. Yes, thank you so much. I welcome all our viewers all over the world. I am Blessing Titiloye from Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria. And we have our guest speakers here, our wonderful mama, the TG, the Tutor General and Permanent Secretary of Education District 2, Lagos State, Nigeria. And we also have Mr. Bayonle Oduola, who is a human resource specialist. Today, we are looking at a very powerful topic, which says, beyond academic excellence, discussing 21st century career trends. I believe that our students are ready to listen to us. Our parents, our teachers, our principals, the community at large are ready to hear from us tonight that academic excellence, what is beyond academic excellence? As we'll be discussing the 21st century career trends. Quickly, I want to introduce our guest speakers. And I'm going to be introducing our mommy, Mrs Anike Adekanye. Mrs Anike Adekanye remains the first and only Tutor General and Permanent Secretary to oversee 2 education districts at a time in Lagos State. Mrs Anike Adekanye started a career as a school teacher in Lagos State in 1991. She was appointed a vice principal and posted to Clegg Junior High School, Surulere, where she served until she became a principal in 2014. My dear viewers all over the world, she became a Tutor General in 2016 during the time of His Excellency Akinwumi Ambode. As an accomplished teacher and author, she has co-authored several journals and presented academic papers and national conferences on Yoruba culture and tradition. Dear viewers, welcome with me, our mommy. We celebrate you, ma, and we're so excited now. And today we also have Mr. Bayonle Oduola, who is a human resource specialist. We'll be displaying the profile of Mr. Bayonle Oduola. We welcome you. He happens to be a colleague to my hobby. Mr. Bayonle Oduola has solid 8 years experience in full cycle recruiting, employment, branding, competency framework, and value creation process that focuses on how human resources can play a central role. He has a sharp eyes in headhunting for the right people and a steady commitment to helping them succeed to achieve sustainable growth and superior performance. Join me and welcome Mr. Oduola Bayonle, who is the recruitment manager at Mactel Consulting. You're welcome, sir. Now, going straight to the point, our mommy will be having the floor. Mommy Anike Adekanye. She has presented a powerful slide this evening, very, very powerful. I went through it and I was amazed. So amazing to have a mama in the house that prepared, in fact, over preparation. Mommy, I welcome you this evening. You have the floor, ma, to speak with us, discussing the 21st century career trends beyond academic excellence. You're welcome, ma. You can have the floor, ma.
Okay, once again, good afternoon, everybody. And I want to really thank God for the golden opportunity given us to all of us to be alive today. And what we are doing, I need to say kudos to Blessing Foundation in order to enlighten all the young generation and to enlighten we that are more or less like not old, not new. in between.
Hello. Okay. Hello, ma. Okay, I think there's a network connection. Okay. Yeah, we are still going to have mommy again. While we are waiting for mommy, I believe, sometimes the connection is sometimes funny. Okay.
Yes.
While we are waiting,
Yes.
yeah, okay, we've gotten mommy back. Mommy, you are welcome.
Yes.
We can
Yes.
hear you,
So
ma.
let us
We
examine
can
the
go on,
21st
ma.
century. Let's examine the 21st century skills. And a blessing can help me to share. We have one, adaptability. The second one, solution mindset. And the third one is collaboration. The fourth one, communication, followed by digital fluency, empathy, entrepreneurial mindset, resilience, self-awareness, social and diversity awareness. I want on this point thank the government of Lagos State and the governor of Lagos State, Mr. Sanwo-Olu Babajide Olushola, who have been a wonderful governor, which I'm working under him, and other wonderful commissioners we have, especially our mommy of million children, Mrs. Folashade Adefisayo. We are preparing our students beyond academic performance. That is why, right from primary school, we'll engage them in farming, we engage them in how to buy, how to sell. Even during the long vac now, the senior secondary school, during the long vac, we have to go for vocational study. What do I mean by vocational study? You have to learn one skill. At the end of the day, you ask this question, I want to be a doctor. Do I need to add another skill to it? Yes. And you can see this in the trends of events in our country. Look at the voices, look at the idols. Look at Kingdom that won 30 million naira. Among those who participated in that competition, we have medical doctor, we have a lawyer, but they were able to perform well because they have additional skills. During the long back now, it is compulsory, and I give kudos to the governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Olushola, for approving this program for all the students. You just have to acquire a skill. It may be tailoring, it may be catering, it may be on a plumbing, anything you want to. And we develop our technical education to the extent that if you know that from GSS 3, you don't want to go further than to acquire skills. Our technical schools now, we have a lot. We have 5 of them in Lagos State. well equipped, and I give kudos to the governor of our dear state. We can now see what the Lagos State government's innovation is all about. Blessing, can you share for me? What are those things we are preparing our students for in the 21st century? Adaptability, ability to adapt, to maneuver, ability to have solution mindset. All of us, I want to be a little bit careful. All of us may not be able to get white collar. Adapt through a particular skills that you enjoy doing, and you will still be a good citizen of your state and a good ambassador of that country that you come from. And when you talk about analysis, stroke, solution mindset, don't let us be free. I can't do this. I can't. You can do it. You can make it, and you will make it. Collaboration. Collaborate with one another, and let's improve our communication skills, digital fluency, empathy, resilience, self-awareness, social diversity, etc. And that is why I will now ask us, even in the school now, we have what is called robotic tutoring. Robotic tutoring. Apart from that, we have Smart Meter Hackathon. We've done Code Lagos before in Lagos State. Allow me to maintain and to pull down my example to Lagos State, because that is where I work, and I can at least share my experience with many people all over the world to emulate, to copy. And even though the governor is not resting on his hands, to improve further on our educational system in Lagos State. When you have this golden opportunity, I want to assure you that the sky is the beginning. When you are now talking about the lockdown, we are now in a new normal. A new normal where we have to do things in a different ways. But I believe that God, in his infinite mercy, will pull away all this COVID around us. But we are like a scout. We are a scout. We should be prepared. Apart from COVID, we don't pray for another one. But notwithstanding, we need to encourage our students to be focused beyond academic excellence. And just about 2 weeks ago, Ministry of Agriculture, in collaboration with Ministry of Education, Lagos State, identified some students and asked them to make use of trees. Add something reasonable to the world. And I want to especially appreciate my district, a winning district, education district. We came first. And the students were able to exhibit a wonderful things, whereby when the governor even was looking at it, I said, can it come from senior secondary school students? And I said, yes. Well, you've given them the opportunity to think inward. And if they want to sell all these items, it's a big money, a wonderful big money. They can make soft money, legal money. And that is why I always tell my students, just think outside the box. Think outside the box. A lot of things we can do. A lot of things we can learn. This is 21st century skills. We have to acquire all these. We have to think of how to improve on the one we are having. Blessing can testify to it that even as a teacher during the COVID-19 pandemic all over the world, we are able to teach our students. Blessing, yes or no? We came about Zooming, using technology to teach the students right from their different homes. And that is really happening. I'm right here in my office. All over the world, they can be hearing and be seeing. And it's giving me the opportunity to even know my wonderful brother, Mr. Oduola. Am I right, Mr. Oduola? To be with you is a privilege.
Yes, ma'am. It's a privilege to meet with you, ma'am.
I'm not taking it for granted, sir. It's a golden opportunity. We will be able to share mind and to tell our younger, our new generation that beyond academic excellence, there is need for us to acquire more skills and to clear our mind that I just have to get white-collar job by fire, by force. No. You can be a millionaire, a billionaire without getting, legally, without getting white-collar job. I want to round it up. I have to give my brother opportunity to discuss and share together. We now, Blessing, please share with me. Share it for me. The 21st century skills digital badges. You have to see the difference between the two. We have to see the one that we use education and workforce as a credential supplement, that is the traditional one. But the Mozilla Open Badges ecosystem, we allow public recognition of badges. So learners can display badges openly across the site, the Facebook, the Twitter, even with this technology. Many of my friends, they are now advertising their goods through this technology now. Even soup, you can get it right from there, and then you make your business. On this note, I want to round it up by making it known to all this generation. Acquire the education. Perform very well, first class, but examine yourself as a person. Develop 1 or 2, 3 of these skills, and it shall be well. The sky is a beginning for all. Thank you. God bless.
Okay. Wow, fantastic presentation. Mama, I'm amazed. I'm sure our students are blessed. It's so exciting. You said something that you can do it. I really celebrate you, ma. You know, if the older generation can connect with the present generation and even the coming generation, I believe there's a new Nigeria emerging. And I can say I'm proudly also a Lagos State worker. I've been a teacher for 12 years. And by August, I'll be 12 years in teaching. I got this job on a platter of gold. I served in the same secondary school I finished from. And this same secondary school, I was retained there by the deputy governor of the then Princess Olabisi Shoson. I got a job on a platter of gold. And in 2018, I won the best teacher of the year in my district. I look forward to one day meeting the governor. One day, I know you will hear about this program. It's a laudable one. Mommy, kudos to you. You said our students should be prepared. There's so many skills they can learn. And at this junction, I celebrate my husband, who is in the technical career. He read agriculture, agronomy from Lautech, and today I'm having his friend, his classmates, right from primary school till university, in person of Mr. Bayonle Oduola, a fantastic young man. He's the one employing people. Just call him at a point, oh, I need a job. Once you are qualified, you're on point. So, mommy, it's a privilege meeting new people. I've never met you in person physically. I look forward to meeting you one day, and I celebrate everybody. So, Mr. Bayonle Oduola, you're welcome. We want you to tell us, what are those things beyond academic excellence in this 21st century? What are the digital things we can learn? What are those skills we can learn digitally? I'm interested because I want to be a 21st century teacher. I want to be innovative in my teaching. You can have the floor, sir, and I celebrate you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you so much for having me around. I am privileged to meet Mrs Adekanye Anike. I was surprised when I heard that.
Mr. Bayonle, yeah, you can have the floor, sir.
Yes, I'm talking already. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes, ma'am. So good evening once again, and thank you so much for having me. I was surprised when mommy spoke about robotics tutoring, because I don't know Lagos State have started something like that, and it's a privilege to know now, so that even after this program we can tell people about it. That is where the future is going, actually. According to some research, 10 emerging careers that would dominate the future, number one of it is robotics engineering, and I'm surprised and I'm happy that Lagos have started even talking about it, which is a good one. So I would like to start by explaining what career is all about, basically. So to me, the traditional idea of a career has three components. A career represents our expertise, our profession, and ultimately our identity. So it defines who we are and what we do. And at the same time, a career is something that builds over time and endures. It gives us the opportunity to progress, advance, and continuously feel proud as a person. A career gives us financial and psychological rewards. It makes life meaningful, give us purpose, and pay us enough to live well. So, talking about academic excellence, so like mommy rightly said, that it goes beyond going to school, ability to pass mathematics, ability to score well in English. And she said something that I was very happy. That is the truth. It's not everybody that will get this white collar job. That is it. So that is why most of the time we tell students that when you go to school, it is critical that you allow school to pass through you. Now, don't depend on what the teachers are teaching you alone in the class. No knowledge is a waste. Are you getting what I'm saying? So you can actually go online and learn. Majority of us are always, on WhatsApp, chatting our friends every now and then. But we can divert this time and learn on YouTube. YouTube, there is nothing you want to learn now. If you don't know how to cook well, if you don't know how to do a particular thing, you can go on YouTube and learn. Aside what they are teaching you in school, majority of us, we cram. When our teachers taught us certain things in mathematics, English, we cram it. We cram in order to pass. It is critical for us to pass. But at the same time, knowing fully well that there are a lot of graduates out there, a lot of people looking for a job out there, but the opportunity for job is very limited. So won't you succeed as a person? The answer is no. You have to succeed. You have to learn other skills. You have to, if you don't know how to cook, if you don't know how to make hair, you can learn all of these things on YouTube. Instead of diverting your money, buying data, and focusing on chatting or uploading your pictures on WhatsApp, you can do that even on LinkedIn. LinkedIn will teach you a lot of skill sets. What are the skills that is required? We have realized that in Nigeria of today, no matter the job you want to do, even if you want to be on your own and be selling and have your business, it is critical that you know how to speak well and write well. If you want to post, like mommy rightly said, that you can post your soup on social media for people to see, you have to write certain things. And if you don't know where to put full stop, where to put comma, and you don't have the ability to write, it becomes a problem. People won't be able to buy from you. So it is critical as a recruitment specialist that I am with my current organization, we have realized that 50 to 60% of graduates that we have do not know how to speak well. They can't speak well nor write well. We now realize that some can even speak well, but ability to write well is a problem. And if you want to get any white collar job in Nigeria of today, you have to be able to write well. So it is very critical. And all of these things and all the things, because most of the time we complain about government, you are responsible for yourself as an individual. It is critical that you only spend few hours in school and you have so many subjects in a day to be taught in school. So they can't teach you English from 8 in the morning till maybe 3 that you close. When you get home, it is critical that you get yourself familiar with your dictionary. Make sure you read newspaper, read online, so that when you keep on reading, when you read all the time and you listen to people who speaks well, who can write well, when you can decide to take mommy, example, as your mentor. I know she might not have the time, but she can assign you to other teachers. I know she has a lot of things, a lot of responsibilities, she needs to attend to every now and then. But it is critical that no matter what, as a student, if you know mathematics, you know English, you can score A parallel in WAEC. It doesn't mean that you'll be successful. Get me right? It means that you are successful as a person, but it doesn't mean that you have all the money you are looking for. So it is critical to learn all of the skill sets because things are changing. Everything is changing every now and then. You need to know how to use laptop. Back in the day, schools were teaching how to use typewriter, but things like that is no longer in use now. Ability to be able to use computer. And what am I saying? It is critical for you to learn how to use Microsoft Word because in work of today, it is critical. Those are the things you need on daily basis. It is critical for you to know how to use Excel. Microsoft Excel is very critical. And I don't know whether it's being taught in school. It is also critical to know how to do PowerPoint. Take, for instance, if you want to have a business of your own, you want to show people the features, the benefits of what you sell, and they have invited you to come and do a presentation to justify why they should buy your product. You want to do a PowerPoint presentation, a very beautiful one. You don't want to give somebody else that will collect money from you because you are just starting as a person. So it is critical you know these three things: Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, and Microsoft PowerPoint. They are very, very critical for you to know. So all of these things are not taught in schools. And I want to give it to our teachers. They have to teach you so many subjects. And I don't think there's a particular subject that will teach all of these things. But as an individual, your future is in your hands. It is critical that each and every time you are taught anything in school, you can go online to research more. They are giving time. Maybe it's 45 minutes per period. I don't know. Maybe it has changed. But when I was in school, I think it was 30 minutes. So it is only 45. So they have limited time. But when you get home on your own, and I want to, implore our viewers as well, our parents at home. So when your children or your child gets home, it is critical for you to ask them what they were taught in school. And when you look at the topic, things that you know about the topic, you can share with them. Also encourage them to go online. There's absolutely nothing you are taught in school today that you can't see online. Google answers all things. So it is critical you visit all these websites in order to learn. And don't say that because you're a student, you can't have an account on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is where professionals connect. LinkedIn is where you can get all the information you want in this world. If you are looking for a mentor, you can get that mentor in LinkedIn. Everything is being updated. The trend of career is being posted on LinkedIn every now and then. You can decide to pick an HR specialist or an engineer. Anybody, all the professionals, they are on LinkedIn. You can also learn from them. So as you're learning from school, it's also critical that you are learning on all the social media platforms that we have. I think this is very, very critical because school honestly cannot do it all. We blame everything on government. Government should do this, government should do that. I know that government is trying, but there is limitation to what they can do. They can't do everything. Our governor is also human and he has a lot of responsibilities to do. So your future is in your hand as a student, and it is critical for you to start now. If you want to be an HR specialist, it is critical you start finding out, you start asking questions on the professional courses you can do that will give you advantage. If you want to be an accountant, ask people around. Is it ACCA you want to do? Is it ICANN you want to do? So many people started immediately they finished from secondary school. So it is critical that we are aware of all these things. But I want to tell you that irrespective of the career that you have chosen, irrespective of what you have at the back of your mind, good communication skills is very, very critical. Critical thinking is essential because so many organizations are interested in people or in students that can think well. And that is why we are being given all these simple arithmetics in school. It is critical we face them. And aside from the fact that you are going to school, you can also enroll in lesson. I know that there are so many lessons around, and it's some of our teachers, our good teachers that are organizing it. Don't look at the money that you are saving to buy trainer, to buy iPhone 10, because you'll be surprised that majority of our students, they have iPhone 12 that is, is being sold at the rate of 300,000 thereabouts. So instead of buying expensive phones, use this money to invest in yourself. If your mom or your dad cannot afford to pay for extra coaching, pay with the money you are saving. I know some of you have money. Brothers, uncle will give you money. It is critical that you invest into yourself. If you are able to invest into yourself now, tomorrow you'll be the one enjoying it. Nobody will enjoy it. Before you remember your teacher, before you remember your mom, you would have spent 80% of what you have realized. So all of these things are very, very critical. And I will also talk again on communication skills. Nobody knows it all. We are still learning, we are still reading, we are still trying as much as possible to get better ability to communicate well. It is critical, and we have seen it times that number that majority don't know how to write well. So many people in Lagos speak very good English, but when it comes to writing, you notice that some of us cannot write well. And if you want to get a good job, it is prerequisite for you before you can get a job. Most organizations will ask you to write an essay, write about yourself, write on your value proposition to our organization. So all of these things are very, very critical, and we should look at it. So there are some sites. I want to share some sites that some of us can actually visit. If you want knowledge sharing sites, you can visit to Deming. If you want courseware sites, you can go to LinkedIn Learning. If you want technical education sites, then you can go to Skillsoft and General Assembly. And you can also visit YouTube. All of us are familiar with YouTube. Go on YouTube. They will show you the video. They will show you how it's being done. If you want to learn Excel today, you can learn it on YouTube, and you don't need to pay anybody. The only thing that you are going to use your money to buy is your data. So if you want to learn anything, think of anything you want to learn. But it is critical as well. I tell people, passion is the fuel for success. If you are not passionate about something, you might not do it well. Passion is what makes you happy. It is what drives you as an individual. If you are feeling low, it is what will keep you going. So once you are passionate about something, you will do well at it. Are you in JSS1 or JSS2? Do you want to go to science class, commercial, or art? Be very sure that it is something that you are passionate about. Because majority of us, we just pick it because one of our friends in school is going to science class. Then you say to yourself, my friend, Shola is going to science class, me too, I want to go. No, be very sure that that is what you are passionate about. Be very sure that that is what will make you happy at the end of the day. So even sometimes there are challenges in life. To be honest with you, physics could be a bit challenging. Chemistry is not that easy to pass. So you really have to be sure of the subject you are very good at before you then say, I want to go to science class, I want to go to art class or whatever. And some of us that we are in secondary school, we have started writing NECO, we have started writing GCE. It is critical for us to find out the course that we want to go and study in university. A lot of us, take for example, I studied Agric Economics and Extension, and today I'm into HR. There's no relationship between what I studied in school and what I'm, practicing. Why? Because I just heard from a friend that there's something called Agric Economics and Extension in Ladoke University of Technology, and I said, I'll go for it. But I realized that when I got into the university, I didn't really like it. It's not my passion. Agric is bringing money to give people a lot of money. People are making millions of naira, but it is not what I'm passionate about as an individual. So my passion is not there. And what I'm passionate about is what I'm doing now, and I'm happy. Even if it's not giving the billions, the millions I want, but that self-actualization is there. I am happy as an individual. All of us will not be Dangote. All of us will not be Otedola. You get, but I am contented with what I have, and I feel fulfilled as a human being. So it is critical that as an individual, think deeply on what will make you happy. Think deeply on what you are passionate about. And at the end of the day, you will succeed. Because no matter the obstacle, no matter the hindrance, no matter what comes to your way, then your passion will keep you going. Thank you so much for listening to me. I want to give Blessing the opportunity to talk as well. And lastly, let me round up by saying that it is a privilege to meet you, ma. I am happy and honored to be here. I am a small boy trying to come up, and I'm privileged to be talking with you, mommy. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Mr.
Bless you for this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Wonderful presentation.
Your mic is muted, Blessing. I think you're talking.
Unmute yourself, Blessing. Unmute yourself, Blessing. Unmute yourself, Blessing. We can't hear you.
Unmute your mic. Unmute your mic. You are talking, but we cannot hear you. Unmute your mic. Unmute. Wow. I think it's a network.
Okay, maybe she'll be back now.
I think it's a network, man. She'll join us.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes.
Connection is so funny. Yes, I'm right back again. So sorry. One day I believe our connections will be perfect. It will be seamless, where we will run our programs seamlessly. As you running off now, I just want mommy. Yes, ma. Thank you so much. Mommy, you are coming up again. You know, we are very time conscious. I remember when I was in secondary school, I was the punctuality prefect. Time is money. So you have to be time conscious. And we're closing on the dot of 6. I celebrate all our viewers all over the world. I want to use this privilege to appreciate the Tutor General of Education District 6, Mommy Okelola, and also Mommy Onodikwe, who was one time the Education District Tutor General of Education District 6, who under her leadership, her position, I won the best teacher
Okay, Abosede Oyewole asked a question. I think while we're waiting for Blessing, we can start answering the question because of the time. So LinkedIn is actually a website. You can go to www.linkedin, but the way you spelt it is not the actual spelling of LinkedIn. So it's actually LINKEDLN. That is LinkedIn. I noticed you wrote LINDEN. So LinkedIn is a website. You put your picture there. You can put there that you are a student. The class that you are, you can put it there. And as you are progressing in life, you keep on updating it. It's a good platform where you can learn a whole lot of things. So thank you so much, Abosede, for that question. I'll be answering as I'm saying each of the questions. Please do let me know if I've been able to answer your questions satisfactorily.
Thank you so much, Mr. Oduola. Another question asking about the vocational training organized by the Lagos State government. We have 4 centers in each district, and the students will be given form all over the state to indicate the particular skills they want to acquire during the long vac, so that during the long vac they will go for the training, and even they will at the end they will do graduation and given certificate. So each district, in District 2, we have 4 centers. We have 2 in Ikorodu, 1 in Ekoshofe, and 1 in Shomolu. So if you are a student under District 2, just ensure you fill the form and you submit the form, and it's free of charge from the governor of our dear state, Mr. Babajide Olusola. And the second question is about robotic training. Just last week in Education District 2, we organized internal competition on robotic before the one that the state will organize for our students. And I think Oriwo Senior Model College came first, and Morocco Junior Senior Secondary School in junior part. It's all about making sure that we comply with what we are having around us. And on this note, I still want to say thank you to Mr. Governor Sanwo-Olu Babajide Olusola for providing a learning environment for students and teachers in Lagos State to teach and to learn. And kudos to the Commissioner of Education. As far as we are concerned in Lagos State, we are not only keen about their academic excellence, we are keen about totality of our being, of our students. As a result, I pray on this note that God, in His infinite mercy, will be with our parents. And I want to celebrate all my wonderful, eloquent, dynamic, pragmatic school administrator and teachers and parents with my students in Education District 2. Thank you for watching your PS today. I'm in my office And that is what it takes to be a PS. Is 24/7 on the road. God will be with everybody. And I celebrate blessing and the family and the wonderful husband. God will be with him, and God will sustain your family. All of us together, we will move the world forward and not backward, whereby we have less people to experience depression. Depression is too common now, even at a tender age. You don't need it. Just be focused and believe in the God. The Lord will be with you. Over to Mr. Oduola to take over from me to answer this question.
Thank you, ma. Amen, ma.
Okay, the person is just thanking you, Mr. Oduola, for the LinkedIn question. Another question for me, while I was delivering the
It's
message,
my pleasure, ma.
Yes, sir. Was asking me about Code Lagos.
Okay.
Under the administration of the former governor, it was called Code Lagos. But now we are calling it in another name under this administration. Is about exposing our students to different technology to be able to think by themselves and use technology to bring out what they can do or what is in their mind. And I can assure you, many of them are making a lot of legal, I call it legal fee, legal money, cool money with all these things. Before they even pass out from the secondary school, they're already making legal money, which is not too bad. It's not too bad. So to round it all, Blessing, I appreciate you. I appreciate your husband. I appreciate Mr. Oduola and millions viewers watching us between 5 to 6. And we will still continue to mentor, to collaborate together. And it shall be well with everybody. Love you. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you for holding on, Ma. Thank you for the privilege. I really celebrate you, Mama. I look forward to having other Tutor Generals on our platform. I can't wait for us to have excellent and beautiful topics where our students can learn, our parents can learn, our teachers can learn, our principals can learn that there is nothing impossible. Everything is possible. Mr. Bayonle Oduola, I thank you so much. I'm so excited. This is a privilege, and we've really dissected this topic. I celebrate you, sir. At this junction,
it's my privilege. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. And thanks for being a friend to my hubby. You know, he's a fantastic guy, silent behind the scene. Mommy, I just wanted to say a prayer. As our students are starting exams tomorrow, that they will excel excellently. And, you know, in everything, there's no way you will not have repeaters, but that God should also help them to further that it is not the end of the world. When you fail, you can rise again. So, Mommy, just in a minute, can we just encourage our students that everything in all the lay hands upon, they shall excel. Thank you, Ma.
All students all over the world, especially those in Lagos State and all other states, you shall excel. You are going to make it by the special grace of God. You will not fall.
Amen.
You are going to be
Amen.
president. You are going to be senator. You are going to be governor.
Amen.
You are going to be like
Amen.
Mr. Oduola, and you are going to be more than PS. So shall it
Amen.
be in Jesus' name. We will not die,
Amen.
but live to proclaim
Amen.
the good news in the land of the living. And I celebrate the
Amen.
parents. Huh? I celebrate the parents. I clap for all the parents. Ishoma, in my own language, Ajina Funyijao. So shall it be in Jesus' name. Thank you all.
Wow. At this junction, Mommy, thank you for reminding me to celebrate my parents. My father is an architect. My mother is a QS. I celebrate you, my parents, for making me to become what I am today. Mr. Bayonle Oduola, just few sentences for our students. We want them to become doctors, like Mommy said, presidents. And by the time Mommy too will be clocking 70s, 80s, you will live to witness their greatness. Mr. Bayonle Oduola. Amen.
All right. Hi everyone. Yes, for the fact that you are all starting your exam tomorrow, it is critical that, of course, you have read, and I want to implore you that, irrespective of the fact that you are fully prepared, also put God first in everything that you do. Pray before you start, and when you're done, pray that God should take control. So I want to let you know that no matter what, it is critical that you put God first in everything that you do. Be a good representative of your family. Always remember that your father has been protecting that name for several years, and it is critical for you to maintain that good name. Be whatever you want to be. There's nothing impossible for God to do. Aim at whatever, plan big, irrespective of the fact that your parent might not have the money, but it is critical that you plan big. And if you believe in God and you are working towards it, the sky will be your starting point. Thank you so much, and it's a privilege to be with you all today. Thank you so much.
Wow, we are going off now. See you next month. We'll meet every last Sunday of the month and be a prototype of academic excellence and sexual purity, as I am a prototype of academic excellence. I'll see you at the top. Bye for now. I love you all. God bless you, everyone. Have a great week ahead of you. We love you.
Love you. Blessing.